So some of you may know what this is. This is a 1974 Honda MR50, which was produced for 2 years. There's the 74, which is the first one, which was in the red, the Daytona red colour, and then they also did it in 75 as well, which had a silver tank with a red stripe down the middle. So this is like the first model, and this one I've had it for a while. It's been sat up in the loft of my garage. There was an issue with it. It was missing its throttle, and the throttles are quite hard to come by, so I bought a PW throttle. I've still got the original switch gear for the MR, but the PW throttle comes with a run switch, and I bought a PW throttle cable. Now the throttle cable wasn't great, and it's still not perfect, but I've just kind of bodged it into place, really. It's working fine, and really for what I want, it will do, really. So what they are is a two-stroke, which is like, Honda didn't want to do two-strokes really. They only started doing two-strokes because they were getting beat on the motocross tracks by other manufacturers. So it's 50cc two-stroke kids motocross race bike, and it's a 3-speed manual. So it's an upshift, so it's neutrals at the bottom, then first, then second, then third, and it's got a clutch. So it is like the proper race motocross bike, really. And back in the 70s, if you had one of these, I think you would probably have been one of the coolest kids around. So anyway, it's not perfect, this one, but it is in very, very, very nice condition, and probably if it was me, I don't think I would restore it any further than it is, because I'd want to keep the kind of patina, a bit of its history. It's like there's a scuff on the bar here where obviously the kid's gone down, and there's a few scuffs on the mud guards front and back, but other than that, the rest of it is beautiful. It's like the chrome work is gorgeous. The tank, although it's got a few little scratches on it and stuff, is gorgeous as well, and the frame and the engine, everything is great, really. The tyres could do with being replaced, but there you go. And there's a couple of tears in the seat. Like I say, I've just messed with the throttle cable just to get it working right, and so we'll do a little video of it running and riding. It's quite a cool little thing, and it picks up its heels when you wind it on a little bit. So we'll get that on camera, and yeah, you can have a little look around it, and then I'll be sticking it on eBay later on. So as you can see, there's a rip in the seat there, but the chrome, like I say, the tyres are cracked to death. It is still holding air. I've just pumped it up, but it's cracked to death. But the chrome on that rim is lovely. I was thinking then, oh, I'm saying this, but it's gone through. It hasn't. That just wipes off. Yeah, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous bike. I bet it's not even been ridden that much. I mean, look at the scuff in here. There's hardly any boot scuff there. The tank with its bit of patina. Like I say, I would keep it like that. And inside the tank is absolutely immaculate. There's a bit on the bar. So this is my bodge, basically. So bit of silicone pipe. The throttle cable wasn't staying inside the throttle housing, so cut a bit of silicone pipe and then just cable tied both ends so it like holds it in. And then I've done a similar thing on the carb side. It's not right, it's not the right thing to do, but for the purposes of having it running and riding, it'll suffice. There's the front mud guard, but it's probably the original mudguard, so I'd be very tempted to keep that rather than replacing it. It's like the front wheel here and the front drum and the hub and everything like that. It's like it's in gorgeous condition. A few scratches on the forks, but nothing major. Few scuffs and scratches on the clutch lever there. Again, nothing major. The engine, the timing cover, maybe if you were being absolutely pedantic about it, you'd want to change that, but I personally wouldn't. The fuel tap leaks slightly, so you'd want to fix that. But other than that, she's a lovely thing. And do you know what? This is one of these bikes that I always think to myself I'd like to keep, but as I was discussing with someone earlier, you can't keep them all, and I'm keeping quite a few at the minute, so I think it's got to go really. But there we go. I'll just put this back on the tripod, and then we'll get a little video of it firing up and me riding it up and down the garden. So obviously it's not really designed for a heavyweight like me. The clutch was slipping a little bit because I was keeping it in second, going around the corner and coming up the hill a little bit, but running great, and gearbox is sweet and gorgeous little bike. So there we go, happy bidding. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just search Phoenix Motos.